By contrast, Bilbao is a city of sealed lips. The only way to meet ETA sympathizers here is the way I did it last night, at a secret meeting. These people that we met last night would not allow cameras or tape recorders to be there because they were frightened at what they were doing. They felt that by meeting us they were doing something illegal. But they were not long-haired young anarchists. They were middle-aged, well-to-do people. The place where we met, one of the apartments that belonged to them, was comfortably and well-furnished. But they were all united in their opposition to the present regime and their demands for a Basque nation. Some of them had sons and daughters in prison, and one of the women there had herself been in prison for a month. She'd attempted to attend a religious festival in San Sebastian, but her papers showed that she lived in Bilbao, and that was enough to get her arrested by the police. And while she was serving her prison sentence, she met in prison one of the women who is now going to be put on trial. And my informant told me that that woman had been tortured by the police. By contrast, Bilbao is a city of sealed lips. You can only meet ETA sympathizers here the way I did last night, in secret. No cameras, no tape recorders, because the people there were frightened at what they were doing by meeting us. They thought that they were doing something illegal. But these were not long-haired young anarchists. They were middle-aged people, well-to-do, obviously not short of money. The apartment where we met was well-furnished. Some of them had sons and daughters in prison, and one of the women present had herself been to prison. She had tried to attend a Basque religious festival. I'll start again. Just keep it running. By contrast, Bilbao is a city of sealed lips. The only way to meet ETA sympathizers is the way I did it last night, in secret. No cameras, no tape recorders, because the people who were meeting with us felt that they were doing something illegal. Now, these were not long-haired young anarchists. They were middle-aged people, obviously well-to-do, not short of money. The apartment where we met was well-furnished. Some of these people had sons and daughters in prison for belonging to the Basque freedom movement. And one of the women there had been to prison herself. She'd tried to attend a Basque religious festival in San Sebastian. Her papers showed that she came from Bilbao, and that was enough to get her arrested. Now, while she'd been in prison serving her month's sentence, she had met there one of the women who are now to stand trial. And my informant told me that that woman had obviously been tortured by the police. According to my informant at that meeting last night, the woman she'd met in jail had had various forms of torture inflicted on her. She had, she said, been beaten on the face and on the neck here. And she then described to me a torture which they call here the bicycle. And she actually demonstrated it like this. The person, she says, has their wrists bound together, but they're put behind their back like this, and in fact under their knees like that. And the person is then made to crouch down with their hands tied under their knees like this, and their head down, and made to jump around the room answering questions for as long as they can stand it.